Hey everyone, my name is Julie and I'm the Rosy Witch. And today, as you can tell, I'm very excited. First of all, because we're going to be doing a very exciting reading that I wanted to do for a while now. And second of all, because I purchased some new decks. And that's actually quite a fun story I'm going to tell you. So, as you might see here, I've done a little cute layout. So, first deck that I got is the Moonology deck. It's really beautiful. And the second deck is the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, I think so. So here's how it looks. You can see this card here. It's also from this deck. And that's a funny story, because from this shop that I ordered from, I ordered the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck, and also in the same series from the same artist. Her name is Kim Krantz, I believe, or his, I don't know, but the artist's name is Kim Krantz, and they also have a tarot deck, the Wild Unknown tarot deck, and this is the one that I ordered, but for some reason I got the Moonology deck. And I mean, the Moonology deck is really beautiful. I believe it's by Nyx Rowan and Yasmin Bolland, like the artist and the person, the astrologist who designed the meanings and the cards. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it's really beautiful, and I already looked through the imagery. It's so good, but it's not what I ordered. But I just, at first I was kind of frustrated, but then I thought that this was kind of a sign from the universe that maybe I need this deck for some reason, so we're gonna roll with it. And as you can see, because now my DIY little tarot is the only tarot that I have, so we're gonna roll with it. And I mean, I'm fine, I'm fine with it. And also, as you might see, I ordered some crystals for little nice cool crystal layouts, so that's what we're gonna use now. So yeah, I'm super excited, and okay, I'm gonna stop rambling now and actually get to the video. So, today we are going to take a look at Who Will You Marry, and this reading will not be gender specific, first of all. So if you're interested in men or women or non-binary people, I know we don't discriminate anyone on this channel. So yeah, just take what resonates, and if I accidentally say he one time or a couple of times, I'm sorry about that, guys. This can apply to women also. That's just how I am, but it's fine. Just apply to your situation. Always, as I say, take what resonates. Also, the second thing is this reading is going to be focusing more on, well, not more, but mostly on the personality of this person. So their how they are. So we're not going to be looking at how they will look or how you will meet them, but I can do a separate reading on these things, on these questions, if you want, because actually when I was looking through this animal spirit deck, first of all, it's so beautiful, and second of all, it has pretty cool imagery, so I think we can get really in depth into the looks of the person. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you know that, if you want to see that. So okay, now we're gonna finally get into the actual reading. So we have 4 piles. Pile 1 with this clear quartz point. Pile 2 with the rose quartz. Pile 3 with this amethyst point, and pile 4 with another kind of rose quartz. So now you may choose a pile that you're most drawn to, and as always you can choose as many piles as you want, and then you can go to the description below or to the pinned comment to see the timestamp for your specific pile. So let's begin. Hi everyone who chose the clear quartz and the first pile. This reading is for you. Let's put your stone, let's put it here. Nice place for you to sit. I know it's not really visible nicely on a like white blanket, but whatever. So, okay. First we're gonna be pulling from the tarot. So we are asking who will you marry in terms of personality, and we can also get into like different zodiac signs and stuff. So let's go. So who will pile one, the people who chose pile one, marry? Let's okay. Oh, weird. I don't know how many cards we're gonna pull, but I think 6 would be a nice number. So 6 cards. Okay, I think we're not gonna be taking reversals today. Usually I do, but in terms of like character traits, I think for me it will be easier to not take reversals. Okay, you got the first 3 cards. So your first card is the 4 of Cups. Then you got the King of Wands and the 8 of Wands. Okay, first of all, with the King of Wands, this person could be a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, you got strength, so more Leo energy, so this person could be a Leo. Okay, got the King of Pentacles, so they might be also an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or they might have like earth, sun, I know, like fire, moon or rising, or okay, and okay, you got 7 cards, whatever, I'm gonna roll with it. So let's just put it here. So your final 2 cards are the 5 of Cups and the Emperor, so Aries. Okay, let's just recap for the signs. We can look at the signs with the Moonology deck for more information on that, but now let's look into the tarot. So again, we have heavy earth and very heavy fire, so I feel like this person might be like maybe an Aries or a Leo with like earth, like Taurus moon or something, or Capricorn or Virgo moon, or rising, or Venus, maybe. So, okay, cool. Let's see. So, I feel like this person... okay, you got a really nice person here, you guys. So, I feel like this person is really... they... I don't know what I should start with. Okay, let's start with the Emperor here. So, the Emperor is someone very well-rounded. And... okay, I just forgot to put light. I hope now it's better. So, the Emperor is very well-rounded, very, like, a person that has, like, everything. Because I heard this from some other reader, and I, unfortunately, don't remember the, like, channel or anything. So, I'm sorry about that. But I remember one reader interpreted the Emperor as, like, the fusion of all kings. So, the King of Cups, Pentacles, Wands, and what's the Swords. Yeah. So, like, basically, it's a person that embodies all these qualities. Well, most of them, maybe. So, they are emotionally mature as the King of Cups. They are intelligent and logical as the King of Swords. They are passionate and driven and fiery as the King of Wands. And they are, like, prosperous and hardworking as the King of Pentacles. Wow. I just said all that completely off my head. I didn't prepare any of this. So, yeah. And also having the Emperor, the King of Wands, and the King of Pentacles here, so 2 kings and an Emperor, I feel like this person might have more masculine energy. Again, as I said, this is not gender specific, so this may be a woman with more masculine energy, or this just could be a man with more masculine energy. Basically, a person with more masculine than feminine energy. And I feel like they are I feel like they have kind of two sides to them, but not in a bad way. I feel like they can be like at times when like some seriousness or like serious approach is required, or when you're gonna like have a serious conversation, they can be serious and they can be very like goal oriented and very like grounded. But sometimes they can also be like passionate and have this passionate and like fun side, emotional side. So I think that's really good characteristic of a person. So they can be both serious and funny, goofy, emotional. So that's very nice. With the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups here, I feel like this person, I feel like they're very tough, but I feel like this happened, like they are this person because they experienced, I feel like, some kind of loss in their life. With the more like Cups energy being here, I feel like this has to do more with like relationship, maybe friends. So maybe they lost their friend, being like tragic or just like a fallout. So this can be any like severity. So I feel like they have this kind of vulnerable side to them, and they're like, they have their sensitive side basically. And you know how we all, like, I think if not all, then most people, we have like these sensitive topics which we don't really like to discuss, or which are like, I wouldn't really like to talk about that, it like brings out some bad memories. And I feel like with you, this person will oh, I'm sorry, my dog's barking, I hope it's not distracting. So I feel like with you, this person will, maybe you will be the only person who they will tell like their feelings about the situation, I'm feeling like. And maybe they will be like vulnerable with you, and I feel like you will be kind of okay, sorry, I feel like this person never really had like a good listener in their life, and you will be kind of the one to listen to them, to like comfort them, because although this person is very like strong, very confident on the outside, also with the strength, with the Leo card, they're very strong. Like, actually, they're very strong. Not all, I feel like they can be physically like strong, but mainly they are emotionally strong because they went through some kind of a like rough patch in their life. I can't like put my finger on the word. Hardship, yeah, sorry. So they went through, sorry, English is not my first language, I sometimes get stuck and don't remember words. So they went through some hardships in their life. I feel like they really had it rough in some patch of their life, but I feel like when they will meet you, they will kind of more move away from it, and maybe I feel like this person is not really good at expressing their feelings. I feel like with the King of Wands is a very like confident person, and the King of Pentacles is a more reserved person. So I feel like with this combination, they're like an actor, but not an actual actor, like as a job. Well, they can be, but in terms of they are very good at like hiding their feelings and seeming fine when they're not fine, basically. And I feel like that's one of the lessons that they've learned like in their life, to like hide their feelings, to like preserve their feelings and not show them. So for example, they're very good at not showing that they're upset, not showing that they're angry. So yeah, and they don't do it because they're like two-sided. They don't do it because of bad like thoughts. They don't do it for harm. They were like not taught that way, but they had experiences that taught them to act this way, and maybe they think that not showing your emotions is better. And well, yes, in some situations you don't really need to show your emotions. Well, you don't need to tell about your hardships to everyone, and that's completely alright. But I feel like when you will start talking, because I feel like when you will get to know this person, when you will start getting to know this person, you will be asking like, oh, what was like about your love life? Like, did you have an ex? Did you have like, I don't know, were you in a relationship before? Well, usual things that you discuss. Maybe like they will ask you about your like relationship experience, and you will ask them like, oh, what's like about you? Like, did you have, were you like married before? Were you like in a relationship before? Also, I feel like with the two kings, this person, like, quick message, and the emperor, this person may be older than you, and this can be, like, varying. I don't really feel like this can be all the way from, like, 2 or 3 years to, like, 10 years or 15 for some of you, if you're okay with that. Well, or maybe if you are older, then this person is also older. So maybe if you're, like, an older person, so if you're not, like, 25, I don't know, so this person will be most likely your age or around your age. So, yeah, okay, let me continue. And I feel like when you will start talking, this person won't be very willing to express, like, their experiences, because it's really hard for them, because they don't really know, they, like, learned to preserve all these emotions and to hide them, and they're not very good at dealing with them. And I feel like you are better at this, so you kind of master the more emotional side of your life, so you're better at working with your emotions, and it's a very good thing. And I feel like you will kind of teach this person how to work with their emotions and how to deal with their like emotions, their sadness, their like grief, maybe if it was like severe loss, like tragic loss or something like that. So yeah, very beneficial, I feel like. So okay, let's move on. So I feel like with the 8 of Wands here, this person is very quick-witted, very action-oriented. So they, like, you know, this person, I'm sort of like that also. When, like, I want something, like, be it, well, not materially, but when I want to do something, I want to do it now, like, this moment. Like, I wanna film, like, I wanna get an idea for a video, like, for a tarot video, I wanna do it now. When I get an idea for an Instagram post, I wanna do it now, like, this moment, I wanna do it. And I don't care if I can't, like, I want to do it now. So, yeah, and I feel like this person is also like that. I feel like they are not very good at planning, so they are very, like, what's the saying, like, on the go. They go with the flow, and they do things on the go, like, they're very spontaneous, I guess. So they don't really plan a lot. They're more like, oh, let's do this, or let's do that. So when you're married, like, one day they can come up to you and be like, oh, I bought these tickets to Bali, like, do you want to go? So yeah, I feel like this person is very spontaneous. And again, when they have an idea, like for a business, for example, with the King of Pentacles, I feel like they may be self-employed or have a business or just have like a lot of money. And that insists for, like, if they're older, then maybe you're just like starting with your career, and they're older than you, so they already like have an established career, so they have like maybe more money than you, or generally they have a lot of money or status. So if they have like an idea for a business, they want to do it now. So yeah, I feel like that's all I have for you. I feel like they have like quite a big social circle, but they don't have a lot of close friends. Like, they have a lot of acquaintances, maybe through work. Maybe they work in a lot of people. Oh, what? In a lot of people? Maybe they work with a lot of people, or they meet a lot of people through their work. So yeah, but they don't really let a lot of people into their close circle. And again, at the bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like this person will, like, your family life will be very fulfilling, very happy, and also very stable. So also, I heard that you might have a pet for some of you, so if you want. Okay, now let's pull from the Animal Spirit Oracle deck to get some more information about this person. So who will pile one? Mary, please. I'm so, like, not used to shuffling these giant cards. Okay, Okay, we got 3 cards. We're gonna take them. Okay, and also, just to preface you guys, I interpret these cards, like, very intuitively. So if my interpretation doesn't correlate with the interpretation that, like, the author had, I'm sorry, that's just how I like it. I don't really like guidebooks and stuff, and I'm sorry if you don't like it, like, don't watch it. Okay, so for the animal oracle cards, you have the golden egg. Sorry if it's a little bit like fleshy situation. Have the bear. Ooh, very interesting. And you have the tiger. So very interesting because the tiger is like fire element. The bear is earth element. So the bear kind of reminds me of the King of Pentacles here, and the tiger kind of reminds me of the King of Wands. So I don't know if that's actually how it is, but I don't know, kind of interesting. The golden egg kind of reminds me of Ace of Pentacles also. It's just my interpretation again, guys. If it doesn't like correlate, I'm sorry. So, okay, let's see. So again, with the bear, I feel like they are very protective, but in a good way. So I feel like they will want to nurture you, they will want to protect you. And for me, when I think of a bear, I think like, you know, in all these like child cartoons, they have like little, like, you know, a character runs into like little bears, and I don't know what do they call child bear? I have no idea, I'm sorry. Okay, maybe, oh, yeah, I think this way you can see it better. Okay, I'm sorry. So, and, you know, like, a character runs into these little bears, and they're like, oh, they're so cute. And then there's a mother bear, and she's, like, not having it, that this person is petting her children. So I feel like this person will sort of be like that. So they will be very protective of you. They will want to, like, keep you away from all the bad stuff in life. So, okay, for some of you, maybe they wouldn't want you to work, but, like, not in a controlling, like, manipulative way, but just in a way that, like, if you don't want, you can stay home. Basically, if you cannot work for some reason, or if you don't want to work, if you want to, like, be with family and, like, raise kids and care for the home, if you want to be, like, a housewife, they will be into it. They will be like, okay, you can do it. And I mean, if you want to get a job, again, take what resonates. So if you want to get a job, I don't think they will be against it. Like, I really don't think so. But I mean, if you want to be more of a housewife and they will be more of like a provider, then that's fine. And housewife, I don't know if you're a man, husband. I don't think there's a word like that. But again, it's not gender specific. So yeah, and I feel like they will be a really good father if you want kids. And also, as I said, like, the bear and the tiger are also two really, like, strong animals. So, as I said, like, this person can be actually, like, physically strong or just mentally strong. And, I mean, both, maybe. Or, you know what I mean, guys. So they can be either physically and mentally strong or mentally strong. That's for sure, because it's more of their character, but I can also pick up on their, like, personality or appearance. Sorry, guys. I don't know what I'm speaking. I'm sorry. So I'm picking up on their, like, appearance sometimes. So, with the tiger, okay, so see how, like, with this tiger card, there's, like, this moon on the tiger's forehead, and the moon speaks of, like, emotional side, like, emotions, feelings, like, a feminine side. So I feel like this person has this feminine, like, emotional side to them, but maybe it's hidden. So look how it's, like, kind of discreet in these like, tiger, like, print things, like, on the tiger's fur. So I feel like not everyone can see it, but it is there, and I feel like you will see it because you will be their husband or wife. So, and yeah, also with the moon, I feel like this person is highly intuitive, and also I feel like they're pretty chill, pretty calm, but like if you piss them off, like you're gone. Well, not you, but any person. If someone like pisses them off, like it's over for this person, basically. So yeah, I feel like this person, yeah, is again very passionate but grounded at the same time, so that's very nice. Also, I feel like they I feel like they may have some sort of business. I don't know. I know it's not a wolf, but for me, for some reason, when I look at this tiger, I remember like this like Wolf of Wall Street like thing, you know, with like all these like finance things. I don't know. I haven't watched the movie, but yeah. So I feel like they maybe they work in this sort of industry. I don't know how it's called, but if you've seen the movie and if you know about it, I mean, I feel like it's a broker, I think it's called. Yeah, something to do with like finances and all the stuff that I don't have a clue about. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, they may be in this sort of industry. They might just work with a lot of people, or they might have a business, run a business. Yeah, I've seen like working with people and with a lot of people. So working with clients, working with like partners. Maybe they run a business with like their friend. So yeah, that might be an opportunity. And oh, I haven't discussed the golden egg. So as I said, the golden egg reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles. So again, suggests that this person is quite wealthy. But also the golden egg, it is something special, and it is something like out of a golden egg hatches like a golden chicken. So I feel like this person is very special, and I feel like they're very ambitious. And I mean, if they haven't reached all these heights by the time you meet them, then they probably will. And most certainly they will when they will be older. And I feel like they will leave some kind of like a legacy, or they want to like leave something after they're gone. So maybe that's like a lot of money, or maybe they donate to charities also. So they want to have an impact on the world. So they really are thinking about it, and they don't want to just live in the moment and then like pass away and that's it. They want to leave something that people will remember them for. I don't know why I got that, but again, intuitively. So now let's see the Moonology deck. So this can be just additional messages, more about this person's personality, maybe their zodiac signs also, because this deck has zodiac signs. So let's see. Also guys, the artwork on this deck is so beautiful. I'm almost certain that if you are like into tarot and stuff, that you saw this deck already, and it's so beautiful. And again, it's not like the deck that I ordered, but if you actually made it through the intro, you know that it's not the deck I ordered, but it's the deck I got, and I love it. Okay, okay, we got 2 cards. So you got Expect Powerful Change, New Moon Eclipse. I think I'm gonna pull one more. Be Bold and Make the First Move, Cardinal Moon. And let's pull one more. Maybe we'll get a zodiac sign. But I feel like we already got like enough, because we have like the Emperor and with the Aries, and Strength with the Leo. But I wanna get one more to see maybe some more messages. So who will pile one? Mary. Oh my god, I'm so bad at shuffling like these giant cards. I'm so hip. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna take only this one because it fell and the other ones are kind of stuck here, because we don't need this one. Okay. Oh, interesting. So you got New Moon in Leo. Confidence is key to success. So yeah, this person most definitely can be a Leo, or they can have like Leo Moon for some of you. Okay, interesting. So confidence is your key to success. I feel like again, this person is very confident. They are very like, yeah, very confident, basically. I don't know really what else to say. And I feel like they're very successful, and they know, like, they don't just dream, but they make their dreams into plans. Like, they don't just, like, daydream, but, like, oh, one day I'm gonna, like, have, like, 10 houses, or, like, a villa on Bali. I don't know, do people have villas on Bali? I don't know, I certainly don't. So, they are not this kind of person. They actually, like, they have a dream and they make it into a goal and then into a plan. So they actually make their dreams happen, and they know how to make their dreams happen, if it makes sense. Sorry, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. I'm starting to get a sore throat. So yeah, and they actually know how to make their dreams happen. So that's very cool. And again, more, I feel like, masculine energy coming through. Like a go-getter type of energy, which is really cool. So be bold and make the first move, the cardinal move. So I feel like this can go, I feel like, so we're talking about this person, so I feel like this person will make the first move towards you. So I feel like you, as I said, you're more of like emotional, like you're a very gentle person, and this person is like, you know, like this song of Ariana Grande, like, what is it called, Seven Rings? I think it's like, I want it, I got it. Like, that's this person's energy. Like, they want you, like, they will get you. And I don't see you being like not happy about it. I feel like you will be happy about it, because of course it's who will you marry, so I feel like you will love this person, of course. And yeah, and I feel like this person will be very bold about their like emotions towards you. So I feel like they will, like, when they will like you, like, you will know. Like, immediately you will like, oh, this person likes me, like 100%. Maybe you won't believe it because this person is like so cool and so like powerful, successful, but that's true. They will make it clear that they like you. And expect a powerful change, new moon eclipse. So I feel like with this person, like, when this person comes into your life, it's gonna be major, like, transformation for both of you. It's gonna be very, like, it's gonna be something that you were looking forward to. I feel like maybe you were manifesting this person, and when they come, you will be, like, relieved. You will, like, oh, finally this person is here, like, I can love them so much, I can give them all my love. And I feel like you will really, like, try to give them, and you will, like, give them everything you have, like, all your time, your energy, of course, in, like, healthy boundaries, but that's good. I mean, if you want to spend time with the person you love, it's always good. And yeah, I feel like this will change a lot in your life. Maybe you will move with this person, like, move in with them, like, rather quickly, or maybe you will get married quickly. Also, for some of you, this can be happening, like, quite soon, and I don't like making time predictions, because time, like, is an illusion, basically, and it's not always correct, because there are so many energies, and it is so hard to predict for different energies, because we all are on different stages of, like, this person is for you, but we all are on different paths of meeting them. So, for example, like, some of you, if you're, like, very young, you might, or just depend on age, there are people that meet their, like, future spouses at, like, 15, and it's fine. Like, maybe if you're in school together, it's completely okay. And, I mean, some of you can just be beginning this journey, some of you are, like, towards the end of it, and you're, like, just about to meet them, but I feel like for the most of you, it's quite soon. And I feel like you are already, you're kind of, like, I feel like you don't know this person yet, but you kind of have an idea. I feel like you kind of have an idea of what kind of person you want, and that's completely fine. And I feel like this person will pretty much meet these criteria, so that's good for you. So, finally, I'm finished with this reading. It was 13 minutes long. Oh my god. So, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. And yeah, I think this is all I have for you for today. Hope to see you in my other readings. Goodbye. Happy to. So everyone who chose this rose quartz, let's put here. This reading is for you. And today we're going to be looking at who will you marry. So we're gonna be looking into the personality of this person, and maybe I will get something about their appearance, but I don't guarantee. So we're gonna be pulling 6 cards, but if we get a little bit more, that's fine. So, who will pile to marry? And also, yeah, we're not taking reversals today because I don't like taking reversals in like personality readings, like readings for like who is so and so, like a person. I don't really like it. So yeah, we're gonna be taking only the upright cards. So yeah, by the way, okay, no, I think it's fine. So you got the 2 of Swords, the 7 of Cups, a couple more. Who will pile to marry? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Have, ooh, the Lovers. But this is about the person, so... But, I mean, it's always nice to see the Lovers in a love reading, isn't it? I like the Lovers, they're nice. Okay, okay, we have more, so... Okay, you also got 7 cards, like the first. Oh, that's interesting. So you have the High Priestess, 5 of Wands, and finally the 2 of Cups. So, for the zodiac signs, we're gonna look more into zodiacs with the Moonology, and also maybe with the Animal Spirit deck. But, okay, let's see. So, with the Lovers, this person can be Gemini. The High Priestess and the Wheel, I don't think they have, like, a sign associated to them, but we have quite, like, some water energy. So this person can also be a water sign. I'm not really getting major signs, so maybe we will tap into the signs more with the Moonology deck. So, but nonetheless, let's see. So, what should we start with? So, let's start with the High Priestess. So, I feel like also you have oh my god, you have 3 2s, you have 2 2 2, because the High Priestess is 2 of Swords, 2 of Cups, so maybe you have been seeing 2 2 2, or there's something to do with number 2, maybe you'll meet them on the 2nd, or in this, like in February, or maybe someone is 22 years old, so... yeah, something of that sort. Numbers can mean like a lot of things, and they may not make sense now, but they will make sense later. So one day, I was pulling cards for my best friend, and they got like a number 4, or like in a love reading, and number 4 was 4 days after they like. It was a love reading, and it was like who they will date or whatever. And then they said to me that this person that they were thinking about, they met this person 4 days after they like traveled to a certain country. So that's, I mean, what the hell, literally. So numbers can mean a variety of things. So the High Priestess. I feel like this person is very enlightened. Also, they may have more of a feminine energy to them. But yeah, I feel like they're very intuitive. They're very in touch with their emotions. And I feel like they're very, like, there are people who are, like, intuitive, who are empaths. And they don't really, like, they don't know about it. They don't do research about it. They just... can't seem to find out, but this person, I feel like they're intuitive and they're aware of that. I feel like they're aware that they're highly sensitive, that they are an empath, and they understand, I feel like, how to use this, this empath like thing, this intuitive nature. They know how to use it. So I feel like they are very good with people because they really like understand people, they understand human nature, and I feel like they are more of an observer than a talker, because I'm kind of like tapping into this and their energy, and I feel like they're very calm, they're not very talkative, they're kind of they don't really like social settings, they are more like calmer people, they don't really like partying or anything like that. So yeah, I'm feeling that. Also, I wanted to check the meaning of the number 2, because maybe we can get some insight this way. So number 2 means balance, reflection, and duality. So I feel like, yeah, that's more about balance. So I feel like this person is very balanced, because the Lovers, to me, it speaks of, like, when talking to about the person, I feel like that's a balance of masculine and feminine. So I feel like this person, like, they are very balanced. They are like strong and masculine, but at the same time they can be soft and vulnerable and feminine. So, and nurturing, caring. So yeah, that's really nice. Also, I feel like so I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like they went through a lot of cycles in their life. And also this can suggest that they are, like, they were very lucky in their life. Maybe they were, okay, here maybe they were burned. Maybe they were born in a very, like, caring, loving family, like, a very stable family. So maybe they were born in a very, like, good family. Maybe they were born with a high status, like, from birth. Maybe they just had a lot of luck in their life, and maybe they didn't, like, not a bad thing, but just some people are lucky, so maybe they didn't have to work as hard as some people do. So, you know, like, there are people who have to work really hard to get things that most people get just by existing. So, for example, education, there are people who have to, like, fight really hard for education. And I feel like with this person, it's kind of the opposite. So things that usually people would fight for, they would get, like, more easily. And it's not like a bad thing. It's not like they're bad people. It's just what they have. I mean, like, what if people are born, like they're, like, children of very, like, popular people, like actors or even a royal family. Like, it's not their fault that they were born into this family. I'm telling you what I'm picking up on. And also with the Wheel, I think maybe they are, like, different culture, or maybe they are from a different, like, city or state than you are, country. So, yeah. Okay, so with the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups, again, it speaks about balance of masculine and family, of equal give and take. So I feel like this person has a very good... I feel like they're very good at relationships. They're not, like, emotionally immature. I feel like they know what they want, and they know what their partners want, and they know how to deliver what their partners want. You know how there are people who are not, like, they want to be in the relationship, but they're not willing to work on it. So I feel like this person is the opposite. So they want to be in a relationship, they want to be in a relationship with you, and they want to work things out with you. They're not the kind of person to just let the arguments fly by. I feel like they will talk to you about every single, like, argument that you have, and they will really want to resolve things with you, which is really good. It's really good quality. Okay, also with the Seven of Cups, I feel like it kind of correlates with the Wheel. So I feel like the Seven of Cups speaks about having a lot of options. So I feel like this person, naturally, they have a lot of options in their life. So maybe they have a lot of options in terms of career, because their family is, like, powerful and resourceful. Maybe they have a lot of money from their parents or their family. Maybe so they have a lot of opportunities in life. So maybe some people can't afford to go to a good university, or can't afford to like buy their own like home or anything. And like I feel like this person has a lot of opportunities in their life. They have a lot of options. Or this may speak about like romantic options. So maybe this person has a lot of options in terms of like people interested in them. So maybe a lot of people are interested in them, but maybe they think that this person is more reserved, and maybe they think that people want to be with them because of their status or because of their like money, their career, their like family, and like their image, basically. So they think that a lot of people are not very genuine. And I mean, maybe this is true, but this is who you will marry, so you are genuine, I feel like, with this person, and you will really love them. And I feel also with the lovers that this person is really, I mean, this can sound very cliche, like a stupid like movie, but I feel like this person is searching for someone who will kind of love them for what they are, and not because they have this like status or all these opportunities. So that's nice. I feel like with the with the Two of Swords, for this person, one thing that is very important for them is their like status and social, like how people view them. I know this card is not really about this, but that's what I'm picking up on. And I feel like this person, they rely heavily on other people's opinion, and I feel like you will maybe teach them to be more independent and depend less on what other people think. And maybe this person, sometimes they're like scared to do something that they want because this will like ruin their image, or they think that this, for some reason, people will think that this is a wrong thing to do, but that's not true. And I feel like you will teach this person to be less dependent on what society expects of them, sort of. Also, this may suggest that this person relies heavily on like what their parents and their family has to say, and not in the bad thing, not that they can't like make a decision of their own, but maybe like they're so close to their family, maybe their family is so like loving and so like supportive of them that their opinion, maybe the opinion of their mother figure, is very important to them, so kind of their approval of what they're doing, because they love them so much and they want to like impress their family and make their family proud, so not a bad thing. Also with the Five of Wands here, I feel like this person doesn't really like conflict. They, as I said, they're more of a chill person, they're more like calmer, they don't like confrontation, they don't like conflict. I feel like they want to live a pretty like chill, normal life. I feel like they want to have a family, maybe children. So, yeah. Okay, I feel like this is all I have to say with this tarot spread. Now let's get into the fun stuff with the Animal Spirit deck. So, let's see. Who will pile to marry? And then we will get... Oh my god. No, that's too many cards that flew out. Okay, I feel drawn to take this three, so... Okay, no, I'm not gonna show it to you, but you probably saw it. Okay. Okay. Okay, interesting. I'll probably say okay like 1,000 times. So, okay. Again. So you have more air energy, so this person may be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Especially Gemini with lovers. So you have Crow Spirit, Owl Spirit, and you have Spider Spirit, which is Earth energy. And also you have, at the bottom of the tarot deck, you have Page of Pentacles. Also, I feel like I get more of a younger energy from this person, so I feel like this person is younger. For most of you, maybe they're like 19 or 18. I feel like they're very young. So if you're also like, if you're 18, I feel like this person is also this age right now, or when you will meet them. So maybe, for example, if you're like 15, you will meet them when you're like 18, 19, 20, I feel like. for most of you. Also, at the bottom of the deck, you have Hummingbird, which is more like, how do I show it to you? Yeah, this was at the bottom of the deck, so more air energy. So, I read these cards more intuitively, so if they don't correlate with the actual, like, meanings that the artist want them to have, I'm sorry. That's just how I like to read. Oracle cards and tarot cards also. I don't really like guidebooks, so if you don't like that, I'm sorry. You can click off. If you don't like to watch it, but if you do, I mean, stay tuned. So, I feel like, okay, let's start with the spider here. So, with the spider, you see how there is this, okay, I'm sorry for the flash. So, you see how the spider here is like the spider in the middle, and like all these rainbow colors, like all this rainbow web is around them, around the spider. So I feel like for you, oh, I'm sorry. So I feel like for you, the spider is this person, and these rainbow colors is life, basically. So again, as I said here with the Seven of Cups, I feel like this person has a lot of opportunities in life, so they can choose red or orange or yellow or like blue, purple, anything. And they're kind of, and see how they're in the middle, so I feel like they're younger because they're kind of choosing what direction to go, and they're not really sure of what they want to do in life, like what they want to perceive. I feel like maybe their family wants them to perceive like their path, but they don't really want it. Or their family wants them like to perceive one path and they want to like go on another path. So yeah. But with the spider, I feel like this person is very hardworking and they have like this network. So I feel like they know a lot of people, maybe through their family. Or I feel like they do some kind, because the spider, it speaks for me of creativity. So I feel like this person is also very creative. And they do, I feel like something creative, maybe painting or crafting, woodwork for some of you. So maybe some of you, this person like does something out of wood, makes something out of wood, or like weaving or sewing. So I feel like more, not like art, like everything is art, but not like drawing or painting, but I feel like more crafting, so like with their hands and with different materials. Also, I feel like this person really likes nature and like trees for a lot of you, and again wood. So now let's move on to the owl spirit. So the owl spirit is very wise. So I feel like this person, I feel like they are younger, but I feel like because they are like an observer and they observe people a lot, maybe they're interested in psychology for some of you, so maybe they're like a psychology major. Maybe you'll meet them in college if you're also studying psychology. So I feel like they are very, like, they're silent, and also this owl, see how it's like looking at you, it's kind of observing you, I feel like. And I feel like this person is sort of like that. They are observing, they are really looking into people, and they are really studying people, and that's why they're wise, and they kind of know how human interactions work, and they know how people work because they have seen it, and they have observed so many things. Maybe that also like reading or podcasts, maybe for some of you. And I also feel like they are they like listening to different opinions, so they are not the kind of person like arguing until death to like defend their opinion. I feel like they like to know your opinion on a topic, so I feel like they want to be like, they're not the kind of person to be like their way or the highway, basically. They like taking different opinions and listening to different people and knowing like what other people have to say, so that's very nice. Oh my god. It's not me if I don't knock over the camera. I am sorry. Okay, I think it was something like that. I'm sorry if it's crooked. I'm so sorry, guys. I think it's fine. So, also, your final card from the Animal Spirit deck is the Crow. So, with the crow, I feel like you see how the crow is sitting and it's like almost protecting this like egg or whatever this is, like this colorful orb. So I feel like this person, I feel like they are very protective of their personal space and of their, like, yeah, of their personal space, basically, of their surroundings. So I feel like they wouldn't like you. I know I'm sometimes like that. Like, I don't really like when people touch my stuff, but in terms of, like, for example, if I have, like, in my room, if I have something, like, laid out in a certain way, like books in a way that I like it, and if the person, like, goes in and wants to, like, rearrange them, I wouldn't be into that. And I feel like this person is kind of into that. They're very protective of their personal space. And not, like, only the space that, like, the personal space in terms of, like, they don't like you to touch them or other people to touch them, but also their personal space in terms of, like, their room or their house or their flat, like, where they live, where they do things. Maybe they're like a workshop, because also this, like, rainbow correlates with the spider card. So maybe they have, like, a room where they do all their crafts and they don't really, like, it's kind of like a sacred space for them, sort of. So maybe they have an altar for some. I heard that. So they don't like people going in there. They don't like people, like, touching their stuff. They like everything to be organized how they like it and how they want it. And I feel like because they are very protective of their personal space, I feel like they respect other people's personal space, so they won't violate your personal space. So if you're also like this person, then this is good for you. And yeah, and also the crow is, like, very wise, because you know how they say that crows live for, like, 300 years? It's kind of freaky, honestly, but if it's true, I mean, that's quite cool. But yeah, I feel like this person, yeah, is, again, I feel like wise beyond the years, like to observe. And I feel like the crows, they like shiny things, they like all the kind of stones and stuff. So I feel like maybe this person, like, again, they craft something, so they like material, like, things. They like little, like, miscellaneous stuff, you know, like, I have these little, like, stones that I bought, and they don't, and I mean, they're just pretty. I just like that they're pretty. Maybe they have little, like, what's the word, like, novelty things that are not of much, like, value, but they're of value to this person. Like, not material value, but emotional value. So yeah, maybe they wear jewelry for some of you. Maybe they like jewelry, male or female. So now let's get cards from the Moonology deck to see, almost said to see what this person is up to. Well, maybe. Okay, and we're also going to we are also going to pull 3 cards from this deck. And again, this is, as I said, more of, like, this person's personality. But there may be a message for you. Oh my god. Cards literally... Okay, we're not gonna take all of them. Oh my god, I just noticed that 2 tarot cards were on the floor. It sucks. Okay, so who will go to my... Okay, so let's see. I hope no other cards are on the floor. So, you got 3 cards, of course. So, Void, of course, Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. You have New Moon in Libra, a new romantic cycle begins. And Meditate and Contemplate, New Moon in Pisces. So, okay, let's start with New Moon in Pisces. So, I feel like with this card, maybe this person likes to meditate. And I feel like this also repeats of anything I said, that they are very calm, very chill, and also that they, like, as I said, with the arguments, with discussions, they like to listen to all kinds of views, and I feel like they're very logical, and they are very like skeptical of things, so they really like to check things for themselves. They're not like the type to believe everything they see like on the internet, or to believe everything they're told. They really like to check for themselves and see for themselves. So I feel like they're very intelligent. And also, you said how, you remember how I said that they have like they're a very balanced person, and I'm now, okay, story time. I'm watching Avatar: The Last Airbender, and I know I'm probably too old for it, but it's literally like one of the best shows I've ever seen. I don't know. And in one of the episodes, like I think it was like the last episode of the first season, I believe, they had like in a pond like a moon spirit and an ocean spirit, and it was like yin and yang, and it was like balance. So yeah, and this kind of reminds me of this because I think it's like koi fish, and there were also koi fish, like a black koi fish and white koi fish, and they made like yin yang symbol. So I feel like, yeah, this person is very balanced. They're very balanced like in masculine and feminine realms. So yeah, very cool. Very weird side story there, but okay. Okay, next we have new moon in Libra, in new romantic cycle begins. So again, with the like energy, also we have like more air energy, so this person may be an air sign, and maybe I feel like this person is kind of a mix of air and water, so maybe they have like air sun and water moon. Maybe they have like Gemini sun and Pisces moon for some of you, or vice versa, but I feel like more the first way. But signs don't really matter. That's just a little like, clue for some of you. So a new romantic cycle begins for most of you. I feel like you don't know this person, or you don't know them well, and you've never been in a romantic relationship with this person. So it's not like an ex for some of you, or it's not. I don't feel like you're currently but maybe if you're currently in a relationship, like this is not the person who you're gonna marry for most of you. Of course, take what resonates and leave what does not. I mean, if this person is like the person that I described, then yes. And even if not, like if you think that this person will be, maybe this reading is just not for you. But yeah, I feel like this person is very gentle also, and they're very like they're romantic, and although they have this like logical side, I feel like they can be emotional at times. So they are good at managing their emotions, and they know how to express their emotions. And the last card you got is Void of Course Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So I feel like okay, so I feel like for some of you, maybe if you know this person, you feel like they're sort of like out of reach for you. Maybe you feel like they're like emotionally unavailable because you see like this moon, it's very distant. It's very small, like you know how here it's very big, and here it's like a big black sky with this tiny moon. So I feel like for most of you, you feel like this person is kind of out of reach, but I mean, this is the person who you're gonna marry, so definitely they're not out of reach, so good for you guys. So, okay, I feel like this is all I have for you for today, group 2. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. And yeah, I hope to see you in my other videos. Goodbye. Hi, group 3. So for everyone who chose this amethyst point, this reading is for you. So let's see, who will you marry? And we're not taking reversals today. So, okay, let's see. Who will group 3 marry? I'm sorry if you can hear my dog. It likes to chill in my room, so sorry if you can hear it. Okay, for your first 3 cards, you got the Knight of Swords, Justice card, and the 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Okay. So, let's see. As I said, we are not reading reversals today. So, other 3 cards that you got are the Hierophant, 7 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck you have the Judgment card, which, I mean, Justice, Judgment. Who is surprised? I'm certainly not. I remember one reader once said that you either get like Justice and Judgment or together, or you don't get them, which, I mean, most of the times it's actually true. So, okay, let's begin. So, let's start with the signs. The Hierophant is Taurus. The Justice is Libra energy. Also, we have more air energy with the Knight of Swords. So, yeah, heavy Libra energy. Okay, let's start with... what shall we start with? Okay, let's start with the Hierophant. So, the Hierophant. The Hierophant is someone very traditional and very... I feel like kind of like old-minded. So this person wants to do things in a very traditional sort of way. Maybe they're older for some of you. Okay, so they're either the same age as you or they're like a little bit older. I feel like. Also, this person might be like religious or might have very strong beliefs. Like not religious, maybe beliefs, maybe also religious, but also just maybe strong beliefs about life, about like how things should be in life, in the world. So yeah. Also, I feel like this person is very okay, I heard optimistic for some reason. I don't know where I got this from, but okay. So I feel like this person, I feel like they may come out as boring at first, but they're really not. I feel like they're just a very serious person. And I feel like because they have such strong beliefs, they're also very serious and they are very passionate about following these beliefs, which, I mean, it's not bad quality. Also, I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles here, this person is very self-sufficient. They're very, what's the word? Independent, yeah. For some reason, I can't think of words today. They're very independent. They're very, like, they want things to go how they want things to go. But it's not like they don't want to compromise. It's just like it won't be a codependent relationship. This person is like the opposite of codependent. They're very independent. They can be on their own. They're not clingy. They respect personal space and they respect, I feel like, also personal values, because I feel like it's not like they want everyone to have the same beliefs as they do, but they want people to respect their beliefs, and in turn they respect other people's beliefs. So even if your beliefs won't be the same, then this person will respect your beliefs also. Also, I feel like with the Justice card here, this person is very balanced. They're very mature. I feel like they're very like they don't make rushed decisions. They really like weighing like pros and cons. Even like of the smallest decision, they are very rational about things, and they, again, with the 2 of Pentacles here, I feel like they really like weighing their options and really like seeing what's best for them. And with the Judgment card here being at the bottom of the deck, I feel like they're not, and also with the Knight of Swords, I feel like they're not afraid to cut out like toxic people of their life or cut out situations. I feel like they're not afraid to end relationships or friendships that don't serve them. Sorry, I'll take a little bit of water. So, yeah, basically, that's what I am feeling. Also, with the Knight of Swords, I feel like they are kind of slower in terms of like getting to some sort of a decision, or they're kind of slower to decide what to do. But when they decide, they're like all for it and they will do everything to make it happen. So that's very nice. Also, I feel like they might work like very traditional jobs, so not like a very unusual or very modern job. I feel like they will work a job that like is very easy to understand. I don't know how I can explain it better. Also, I feel like, okay, with the Knight of Swords, maybe, okay, they are definitely logical, as I said, so they are like, they think more with their mind than their heart. But it's not like they can't express emotions. I mean, they do. And as I said, they may come off a little bit boring and a little bit like too standard from the outside. But I feel like once you get to know this person, you really get to know like their beliefs and their opinions. And I feel like they're a very interesting person to talk to. So you will have very interesting conversation, debates. And I feel like also, with the Seven of Swords, maybe they don't have a lot of friends because they were backstabbed at some point in their life, and they're very slow about letting people in. So I feel like if you already know this person, I feel like you are not surprised if your relationship isn't progressing. And if you don't know this person, then from the point that you meet to the point that you get like together, to the point that you are married, I feel like a lot of time will pass, maybe like multiple years, because this person is very slow with the relationship. They're very slow moving. Although, like, there's a lot of air energy, I feel like also we have heavy pentacles, so I feel like, and like with the Taurus, I feel like they really like to think through what they are doing, because they had maybe bad experiences in the past. So yeah, I feel like this is all I have for the tarot. Now let's see with the Animal Spirit deck, what kind of a person will you marry? So who will pile 3 marry? Who will pile 3 marry, please? I'm sorry, I'm not very good at shuffling these like giant cards. And I mean, these are like irregular sized cards, but to me, compared to my like mini cards, they seem giant. And I have tiny hands, although I'm not a child, but for some reason I have like tiny hands. And it's really difficult for me to hold like this deck. Okay, why isn't it giving me a card? Give me a card, please. Oh my god. Literally half of the deck just fell on the floor. What the hell? Okay, maybe you should shuffle like this. Okay, no. Well, maybe you can enjoy some shuffling ASMR. Well, I cannot seem to get the card. Okay, I don't feel like this person is very talkative because it doesn't seem to give me a card. Okay, and it gave me 3 at once. That's nice. Okay. Let's see. So you got okay, you got the lion, the gazelle, and the bee. Okay. So you have heavy fire and also a bit of air again. So that's nice. So let's start with okay, let's start with the bee. So, the bee, I feel like this person, maybe they work in a company where there are a lot of employers, so maybe they work in an office with a lot of employees. And also, I feel like with the bee, they may seem, as I said, they may come off like as generic or like boring at times, but they actually, like the bee, it seems like it is so small, but it serves a very important role in the world. So maybe this person is like, or they will be, or they are in a position where, you know, like they do a lot, but not a lot of people know about them. Like, you know, they stand maybe behind a very, like, not a very large, maybe a very large company, maybe just a large company that nobody knows that they are behind, but they are. And also I feel like they're very hardworking and they're very meticulous about their work, so they like everything to be perfectly. Maybe they can be a perfectionist at times. With the gazelle, I feel like with you, they will be very gentle and very nurturing, very like motherly. Maybe this is a woman for some of you, or they have maybe more feminine energy for some of you, I feel like. And also, maybe this person, they are like, I feel like it's interesting because we have like a lion and the gazelle, and I don't know if lions like hunt gazelles, but I'm not sure. It's very interesting because I feel like I feel like almost with the lion and the gazelle, that from the like how they look, they come off as a gazelle, but inside they're like this strong lion. They may be like a sun Leo or a moon Leo or rising Leo or have Leo in their chart. So I feel like, yeah, they come off as this gentle, like, vulnerable gazelle, but really they're this strong, powerful lion. So that's very cool. Now let's see from the Moonology deck. So who will group 3 marry? Okay. Sorry, there's just some past energy clinged on this deck. Okay. Who will file 3 marry? Okay. Oh, we have quite a bit of zodiac signs. So, from the Moonology deck, you got the Void, of course, Moon, nothing will come of this situation. You have the New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. And lastly, you have Full Moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches. So, I feel like, with the full, okay, let's start with the full, New Moon in Virgo. So I feel like with this card, this person is very giving. They will, like, I feel like they are kind of stingy about their finances, so they really, I feel like they had it rough, so they really know the price of money, sort of. They really know how hard it is to earn money. So I feel like they act like a little stingy with their finances sometimes, but I feel like for you, they will really give you, they will like love you so much that they will just give you everything you want, no matter how hard it was for them to earn it. They will just give you everything that you want and need, and they will really provide for you. I feel like you, in this like New Moon in Virgo, I feel like you are this, like, they will like worship you. You will be this, like, I feel like goddess or like god figure for them, and they will really worship you, and not in an obsessive way, like in a good way. So also you have Full Moon in Capricorn, the end of a tough cycle approaches, and I feel like, yeah, this person really had it rough, but I feel like when they will meet you, they will feel very relieved, and they will feel really good, and they will feel like they're finally met a person who they can express their love to, and I feel like they haven't been in a lot of relationships, but once they meet you, they will be like, finally, I met this person. And I feel like they're unconsciously manifesting you, and I don't think that they are literally doing it, but I feel like they may be doing it unconsciously, so they are maybe like thinking about like, oh, I want a person that's like so and so, and then you show up and they're like, oh my god, this person is perfect. And lastly, we have Void of Course Moon. Nothing will come of this situation. So I feel like maybe they will think for some time that you are too good for them, or you are too out of their league, but at the end they will, I mean, this is the person who you will marry, so of course they will be with you and you will be with them at the end. But I feel like because I said they like think that you are all they ever wanted and you're this like goddess to them, I feel like, and also as I said, a lot of time will come from the time of meeting them to the time that you get together, because I feel like this person won't approach you for a long time because they will think that you're too good for them. But I mean, they will at some point, or maybe you will reach out to them and they will understand that, oh, this person like is also interested in me, maybe I should like try to get together with them. So yeah, I feel like this is all I have for you for today, pile 3. I hope you like this reading. If you did, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. And yeah, hope to see you in my other readings. Goodbye. Okay, hi pile 4. So for everyone who chose this crystal, last but not least, we are going to be looking at who you will marry. So let's see. Also, we are not reading reversals today, so just keep it in mind. And of course, we're going to be reading from the Oracle decks later. Okay, so your first 3 cards are 4 Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. Let's see more. So, who will pile 4 marry? Who will pile 4 marry, please? Okay. Okay, we have a lot of like air signs in today's reading. So I feel like your person may be also an air sign. Or they may have significant air in their chart. So yeah, it doesn't have to be, again. Okay, who will... Oh, okay, interesting. So, and your last 3 cards are the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. Actually, oh my god, very interesting reading for you guys. I love it. Love this energy of this person. So, okay, we'll get through this. So, okay, obviously you have a lot of swords, so this person might be an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or they may have a lot of air in their chart. Also, they can be a fire sign, have fire in their chart, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So, okay, in terms of this person's personality, I feel like they are very ambitious. They want a lot out of life, and I feel like they will get it. Also, I feel like they're very logical, but at the same time, they're very passionate, and I feel like they're very quick-witted. They're very, also they're very quick, just they're very action oriented, because the wands and the swords are very quick moving energies, especially the swords because it's air, and air is the quickest like moving energy out of the energies. So I feel like, yeah, they're very quick, very like fast with their thoughts, so they don't like hesitate much to do something, and I feel like if they want to do something, they will. And with the Knight of Swords, I always have the imagery of like a knight like rushing with its sword like up in the air to do something, so I feel like, yeah. And also the knight is sound very romantic, so I feel like they will be very romantic with you. Also the Four of Wands is the card of marriage, and I mean, this is the reading of who you will marry, so yeah, of course. But also it is the card of celebration, and the Six is the card of victory, so I feel like this person is quite young with the Knight and the Queen, but I feel like they already had a lot of accomplishments. Maybe like not so big accomplishments, but still, maybe they are like, I feel like they're really smart, and maybe they had a lot of accomplishments for their intelligence and for their like brains, basically. So yeah, and I feel like with the Five of Swords, and with the Nine of Swords, a lot of people I feel like are jealous of them, because I feel like they got through they get through life very like, you know how there are people that like to plan everything, like to organize everything, like to be prepared for everything, and I feel like they kind of go with the flow, go through life on a whim, and they succeed, and this is what works for them. So I feel like a lot of people are jealous that this person gets everything, like they can get out of any situation, I feel like. And I feel like they're a very good communicator. They will communicate very nicely with you, and I feel like you will get together very quickly, and you might get married very quickly after meeting each other, or if you already know each other. I feel like with the Queen of Swords, they are kind of, I feel like they have a sharp tongue, so maybe this kind of a shadow side. They sometimes can, like maybe in an argument, they can say things that they don't mean, or they just may say some things that like offend you, but I don't feel like they do it because they really think that. Maybe they are just like, they have a sharp tongue, basically, and they don't hesitate to use it. Also, I feel like they have a lot of like people who envy them, but none of these people come forward to like express their feelings to them and like confront this person or make this person feel bad, because I feel like this person has a reputation of like a person with a sharp tongue, so they know how to stand up for themselves, they know how to like get what they want, and they're not afraid to do it. I feel like this person, yeah, as I said, they go with the flow, they don't really have much plans, I feel like, for the future. They will just, I feel like they rely heavily on the universe, and or whatever they believe in, and even if they don't realize it, I feel like they rely heavily on this like spirit, on the universe, and they are very, I feel like they value faith, and they really trust that the universe will bring them wherever they need to be, and that everything happens for a reason. I feel like they're a kind of person who believes that everything happens for a reason. So they don't get upset easily, and if something bad happens to them, they will be like, oh, that means that was supposed to happen. I feel like they're in a period of soul searching currently with the Hermit. So as I said, this person, the Hermit is in the bottom of the deck, so I feel like, as I said, this person is very, like they go with the flow, but I feel like now they kind of want to figure out what to do in their life. Maybe if they're younger, maybe they're choosing like a major, or they're choosing what career they should pursue, like if they're already out of college or university. So yeah, I feel like they're kind of in the crossroads right now. But other than that, I feel like this person is, as I said, very successful, and they will be successful throughout life. Also, this person, I feel like for some of you, they can have like mental issues, maybe like anxiety, or panic attacks for some of you. Well, that's very specific and not for, I feel like not for all of you, but for some of you. And not that you will know about it like right away, but I feel like, yeah, for some of you this can be true for this person. So, okay, I feel like this is all I have for you for the tarot. Now let's see the Animal Spirit deck for additional information about this person. I feel like this person might be like a little aggressive sometimes, but I mean, not because they're a bad person. I don't see that they're like an abuser or anything. I feel like just they can get like pissed off sometimes and say, as I said, say things that they don't mean. But I feel like then they will apologize and work things out with you, because I feel like they really value you, and they're a person who really values commitment, and they won't like play around with you. They're not a player type one. Well, maybe I feel like maybe they were a player, but when they will meet you, they will be like, or if you already know them, then they were like, oh, I want to commit like to this person. I don't want to like play around with them. I don't want to hurt their feelings. Like I want to be with this person. Okay. Okay, cool. So from the Animal Spirit deck, you got the Elk. You got the Firefly. And you got the Fox. So let's start with the Fox. Okay, I feel like as I said, this person, they're very smart and they can be a little like sly sometimes. And I feel like they kind of get around things a lot. So they don't always do like things like by the book, by the rules. But not like they're a criminal or something, just they're always seek like the easiest and the most comfortable and the best way to do something, and maybe sometimes this way is not traditional, but I feel like they do it just because they want the best for themselves. And if you are a family, well, when you will be a family, then they will want the same things for you. So they want you to be like, to live in comfort, to have the best things that you can have, the best way you can. And they might be a little sly about it sometimes, but I feel like not with you. I feel like they only do it for good cause, so they do it only to get around things and just be like in the better situation. So yeah, also I feel like they might have more like a soft-spoken features for some of you. I don't know why I just got that, but yeah, I know why I got this from the Fox, but alright. Also I feel like, okay, you see how there's a lot of like dots here? I don't know, I hope you can see it, like there's a lot of dots here. And I feel like this dot is sort of like crap that it's coming from their like haters. Sort of, maybe they're also with a lot of swords, maybe they're on social media, maybe they're like a blogger, or just a famous in some circles. Maybe they do YouTube or Instagram, or they just have a lot of friends or a lot of acquaintances. So I feel like this is like all the BS from the haters, and they're kind of not even bothered by it. Like they're looking forward. I feel like they're like eyes on the prize kind of person, and they will do everything to get the prize. So it's really cool. Okay, let's move on. So the Firefly. Okay, the Firefly is a very interesting energy, because see how, again, like similar, like here is all this darkness, and the Firefly is like extending light. So I feel like they're a person with a very bright aura, with a very bright personality. So I feel like they're kind of person who, when they walk into a room, like all eyes are on them, and everyone is like looking at them. Everyone is discussing them. Everyone's like gossiping, like, oh my god, it's like so and so. So I feel like, yeah, I feel like they're very attractive also, because yeah, they like people, when they look at them, they like notice this person. They're not hard to notice, so yeah, sorry. Yeah, basically that's what I'm feeling with Firefly. And with the elk, again, like you see how this elk is looking like at this sun or moon or whatever, so like eyes on the prize again. And again, this like light, and you see how we have like yellow, like orange, and this like yellow orange. So I feel like this person really embodies this very beautiful like sun energy. I'm surprised that we didn't get the sun, but this basically the energy that I'm feeling. Very bright, very like optimistic, very positive, very like a joker kind of person. I feel like they're very well liked. And with the elk, I feel like they're kind of a wanderer. As I said, they go with the flow. For some reason I'm feeling that. Also, I feel like they don't hesitate, as I said, to get into arguments and into fights because they know that they can get their way out of pretty much anything. And yeah, and also they're very like graceful, very like they have status. I feel like they have, well, not like status in like they're very rich and whatever, but well, they may be, but status in terms of like they have a reputation. Basically, they have a reputation over this like very confident, very like head turning, very sharp-tongued person. So I feel like nobody is messing around with this person because they know that this person will probably like outsmart them. Yeah, I feel like they're very sarcastic. They have a very sarcastic sense of humor. So if you're into that, then it's nice. Oh, okay, interesting. I'm shuffling the Monology deck, and I'm going to show you the cards once I shuffle third one. Okay. Okay, interesting. So you got from the Monology deck, you got the Blue Moon, Believe in the Impossible. You got the New Moon in Libra, New Romantic Cycle Begins. And Full Moon Eclipse, Conclusions Are Within Reach. So, okay, let's get through the New Moon in Libra very quickly. So, this person may be a Libra with all area energy, but also, and didn't I get the Justice? No, other pile, I think, got the Justice card, but oh well, that's fine. So, yeah, but also I feel like this person, you don't know them yet, or you don't know them well, and they will be a new person in your life, so a new romantic cycle will begin with them for you. So, I really like how these two cards, like Believe in the Impossible and Conclusions Are Within Reach, kind of correlate with each other, because Believe in the Impossible, I feel like maybe I described this person, and maybe I feel like you don't really believe that this person is out there. Maybe you watched like quite a lot of these readings, and all these readings are like telling you the same thing, the same person, describing the same person, and you're like, oh, this person doesn't exist, like this is the perfect person for me, like they cannot be real. And then but this card is asking you to believe in the impossible, to believe that the perfect person is out there. I mean, there's 7 billion people in the world. There is no way that there isn't a person for you. I mean, I always say that. And with the full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. I feel like, yeah, this dream is within reach. I mean, this person will be there for you. I mean, this is literally a reading of who will you marry. And I always say, like, there are people who don't really, like, believe in this sort of stuff, like, in the predictions or whatever. And I always say, like, if you have watched, like, 10 readings, and all the 10 readings say the same thing, like, what's the possibility of this all being a coincidence? Like, there's nothing. Like, this can't be a coincidence, you guys. Like, you should really believe in the universe, and you should believe that in the impossible. You should believe that this will happen for you, and it will. I mean, in your romantic cycle begins, it will happen for you. And this person, this dream is within your reach. So yeah, I feel like this is all I have for you for today, group 4. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. Hope to see you in my other readings. Goodbye.